Sure. Okay, so yeah, I'm Ann Jaronski. I'm the director here at our Student Counseling Services. I've been here at YSU for 6.5, so going into my 7th year. I am a counseling psychologist by training. I did my undergraduate at Emory University in psychology, and I did my master's and my PhD in counseling psychology at Ohio State. I've worked in collegiate mental health my whole career. This is my 28th year of working with students.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about your role here at YSU? So what do you do?
Yeah, so as the director of our student counseling services, I'm in charge of services that we provide to students regarding mental health and wellness. So we've got 3 licensed clinicians, including myself, that provide mental health services to our campus. In a lot of different ways. So I guess, for example, things like sleep is really important to me. I am probably one of those rare people that make sure that, or I try to make sure I get enough sleep. So I go to bed at a certain time and I get up at a certain time. I also do not sleep with my phone. So my phone goes in a separate room, so I am not paying attention to texts or whatever. I also walk every day at work. So lunchtime, if you're ever in Campus Rec, you may be seeing me walk around the track, or I'll be walking around campus. So I definitely, again, subscribe to getting up and moving, taking the stairs, not the elevator. I said sleep, hydration, making sure that I'm getting enough water, not just coffee or other things that I'm drinking. You can do lots of little things that can add up and help your wellness. It doesn't have to be these big goals or grand gestures that we often kind of equate to being healthy or well. Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'm looking at mental health as it's not one thing, like we already said, it's not one thing. So we're looking at the emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So multiple components. If anybody's seen a wellness wheel, typically there's something from 7 to 11 different pillars or segments. So mental health and wellness is encompassing, and it's going to encompass a bunch of different things. So it also affects how we think, how we feel, how we act. So basically how we are, right? It helps determine how we handle stress, relate to other people, and make healthy choices or decisions, right? Okay, so what are some of the things that college students need to look at? So well-being and self-care. We talk about self-care. We need to talk about self-care. Self-care does not always equal self-indulgence. So real self-care can actually be hard. It's the hard stuff. It's getting enough sleep. It's eating well. It's having healthy relationships or good boundaries. It's saying no. Yes, there's a role and a place for the bubble bath, the glass of wine if you're old enough, the chocolate, the reward, the massage, the relaxation. There's a time and a place for that. But those things alone do not encompass self-care. But I think we need to talk about it. We need to talk about self-care. I think we need to talk about resilience and what does it mean to be resilient or to grow. It goes back to what I just said about the failure. That good mental health means you're going to accept failure. Things are not going to go your way, but we need to find ways to make that okay.
Among college students.
Okay, yeah. So what we're seeing both on our campus as well as nationally is the number one issue students are really dealing with or complaining about is anxiety. The what ifs, the what could happen, and also some social anxiety, again, fearing judgment, being rejected, feeling they're gonna embarrass themselves, make a fool out of themselves. So lots and lots of anxiety. One of the things that I'm hearing a little bit more, both on social media as well as from some students, is just, again, the anxiety, the frustration, the feeling disheartened about things that are going on in the world, whether it's climate, environment, climate, finances, politics, lots of kind of dissatisfaction, and what does this mean for me, and is this the kind of world I want to live in
while pursuing their degree?
Sure. So again, based on all the things I've said before, this probably isn't going to come as a surprise, but I guess I would encourage looking at even some small things that people can do. It doesn't have to be a big, huge thing, but start with some of the basics. So getting enough sleep is not always sexy or fun or the expected college experience, right? I think sometimes people have the college experience expectations to be, I'm going to stay up all night with my friends, or I'm going to study, or, we're going to be out late. And yes, you should have that experience sometimes. But getting good sleep. So working on your sleep hygiene, working on, a consistent bedtime and a routine, finding ways to wind down, especially for our students that have anxiety, that think too much, that ruminate, that get stuck in their thoughts, finding ways to, again, unwind, relax, meditate, healthy distract themselves. So sleep is important. Social supports. Again, I can't tell you how many students I talk to that don't have people to hang out with, or friend groups, or people to talk to. Maybe family isn't a safe or supportive group for them. That's fine. Make your own family, find your own tribe, make your own niche. Okay. So again, YSU Student Counseling Services, we offer free, short-term, solution-focused individual counseling. I guess how I tend to explain that to people is you can have all kinds of issues or problems. What we're able to do with our resources are help you figure out what's maybe a piece of that we could help you work on and make some progress. But sometimes people have a question, or they don't know that they really want therapy, or they're not sure what therapy's all about, and so they need a way to kind of start to maybe talk about something and explore some options without committing to anything. So let's talk. So every Thursday afternoon from 4 to 5, I'm going to be in, I want to say it's room 267 here in Kokali Center. It's going to be first come, first serve. You get about a 15-minute one-on-one consultation with me, talk about what's going on, and maybe point you in some different directions or help you learn about different resources on campus. We also have an after-hours service, so after we close on the weekends or holidays, people can still call our main number, push 1, and your call will be transferred to a live, awake mental health professional who could talk to you about what's going on in the moment, maybe provide some solutions or some support, and help you talk about what next steps might be.